to the back and forth over tariffs. Canada had the new leader to succeed Justin Trudeau, who's stepping down after nearly a decade as prime minister.
Overnight, Liberal Party leader Mark Carney, a successful banker and investor, chosen as Canada's new prime minister, succeeding Justin Trudeau. Businesses and families through tariffs.
We didn't ask for this fight. We didn't ask for this fight. But Canadians are always ready when someone else drops the gloves.
We expanded, between Canada and southeastern Nigeria. Biafra is going to have many Canadian investors in Igbo land, and trade and commerce will pick up in Igbo land, and we are going to heave a sigh of relief for being abandoned by Nigerian nation for many years. No seaport, no international airport. Once Carney recognizes Biafra as the other prime minister has done, I think we are going to explode in commerce and industry. Everywhere in Igbo land will be industrialized, commercialized, and all our sea routes, our seaports, will begin to work. And international airports will start operation in southeastern Nigeria, and all roads of investment, international investment, will lead to Canada. And Canada will come down to southeastern Nigeria to establish their industries, manufacturing industries. Commerce and trade between Biafra and Canada will pick up immediately, and southeastern Nigeria will be African Japan. He should do that, because I know he's a man of integrity, he's a man of his word. By the way, he contributed on building English or British economy, has actually indicated that Carney is a good economist. And in 2014, 15, 16, I was writing about Carney. He was the governor of Central Bank of England. He was managing the gold vault, royal gold vault that belonged to Queen Elizabeth. I could actually understand in 2014, Elizabeth often visited Central Bank of England, where his gold vault was neatly arranged under the administration of Carney, the then governor of Central Bank of England. Carney is a good man, a good administrator, a man I know actually helped England, Britain built the economy over there. He is going to align with Biafran people to make sure that our economy is number one. Then when you talk about solidarity, standing, abiding by Biafrans, Carney could do that. He's an experienced man from Canada. He's a man of, let me say, unequal justice, unequal, let me say, zero to racism tolerance. Yes. Zero to racial tolerance. Carney is not looking at the angle that I'm a black Jew. Carney is a native of Canada that managed Central Bank of England excellently some 11, 12 years ago. So I know that the way the former prime minister handled Amaka's issue when it mattered most, I know that Carney is trying to step into the former prime minister's shoes, upholding our recognition, our pact with Canada. The economy of Biafra is going to appreciate everything about our international policy should be number one because of Carney. Carney was a good man. By the way he managed Central Bank of England, I think that everybody in Europe, everybody in that confederation, UK, United Kingdom, they are giving him their support. He did well during his administration as the governor of Central Bank of England. I'm telling you that Simon Ekpa and the other Biafran, cabinets, ministers, components of Biafran government, in exile, they actually know who Carney is. That's why the former PM gave Biafra his support. He supported Amaka when the Yoruba nation under Abike Dabiri was at least visiting Canada for Amaka to be extradited into Nigeria. What anti-Igboism, what anti-Igboic oppression. Jesus Christ. Campaign Abike Dabiri. She hates Igbo with passion. Anti-Igboic campaign that went on September, October, carried out, funded, popularized by Abike Dabiri. The minister of tribalism in diaspora, actually painted Yoruba gold, actually painted Yoruba with diamond. But when it comes to the Igbos, Abika Dabaru, everything about Igbos in diaspora, he wanted Amaka crucified because why? A Yoruba attacked Igbo in Canada. The woman was like defending herself. Abika Dabiri said they want Amaka's head cut into two. That woman is exceptionally a tribalist, an exceptional tribalist. Abika Dabiri that wanted to kill Amaka because she's an Igbo girl. What a bad woman. What a woman. Abika Dabiri, if you ask me, is not supposed to be a woman. She has actually crucified motherhood, womanhood, drag it on the mud. Draggled it on the mud. Abika Dabiri. But we see a good Prime Minister PM from Canada, the government over there actually understood what Buhari and Tinubu administration were doing over 9 years now, just to bring down a race, a tribe, Igbo tribe, and make sure that they send Igbo tribe into extinction. So that denying Musa visa by Canada is a welcome situation, a welcome development, and we the Igbos, we are giving Canadian government kudos. As I'm speaking, I'm clapping. Yes, they actually know that Christopher Musa committed many genocide on the tribe actually that Amaka represents in Canada. That is Igbo tribe. That's why Canada refuses Christopher Musa visa. Canada wouldn't have allowed a bloody murderer into their country like Colonel Musa, who has been killing, who has been prying the Igbos at will. You want him to go into Canada to pollute the society over there? Killing is not a norm in the Western world, especially Northern America. Yeah, especially Canada. They don't allow killing. In Nigeria here, the military kill at will. The police spy at will. Because we are Igbos. They go into our own region, start buying people there. And the Canada government does not like that. That's why they turned down visa application for Colonel Musa, who is the Chief of Defense Staff of Federal Republic of Nigeria. I still continue to applaud Canada. Canada is a country whose system is working. It is a norm in Nigeria to buy and go free. You can't buy in Canada and go free. There is something about Canada. Canada is a Northern America. United States of America is a Northern America that's stretched down to Middle America, that is Central America. And they all respect humans. They respect the law. They abide by their constitution. They don't violate their law anyhow. That's why Colonel Musa, the Chief Defense Staff of Federal Republic of Nigeria, could not at least get Canada visa. He has soiled his hands with blood. All manner of irregularities. That's why Canada turned down his visa offer.
That's why they turned down his visa offer.
Yeah, offer, yes.
Okay, but for this now, we've seen a lot of Biafrans say, okay, with Carney now, in arms of affair, we know that he's an economist.
Yeah.
Do you think that at least he will partner with the USB government to develop, the Southeast?
Yes, you call it development, industrial development. That's what I call it. Okay, it means that many, industrial establishments, as in commerce and trading, are going to be, situated, or built or constructed in the southeastern Nigeria. Canada will come as investors and situate many of their industries. I don't really understand. In the southeastern Nigeria, I mean manufacturing industry, then trade and otherwise will be expanded. Between Canada and southeastern Nigeria, Biafra is going to have many Canadian investors in Igbo land, and trade and commerce will pick up in Igbo land, and we are going to heave a sigh of relief for being abandoned by Nigerian nation for many years. No seaport, no international airport. Once Carney recognizes Biafra, as the other Prime Minister has done, I think we are going to explode in commerce and industry. Everywhere in Igbo land will be industrialized, commercialized, and all our sea routes, our seaports, will begin to work. And international airports will start operation in southeastern Nigeria, and all roads of investment, international investment, will lead to Canada. And Canada will come down to southeastern Nigeria to establish their industries, manufacturing industries, commerce and trade between Biafra and Canada will pick up immediately, and southeastern Nigeria will be African Japan.
The Minister of Transportation diverted the project that was going to the southeast to Gombe to the north. I was laughing. Rotimi Amechi, an Igbo man, when he was Minister of Transportation under Buhari, he said he begged Niger Republic people to construct railway from Katsina to Niger Republic. All right. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. This is what is trending. It is important I bring it to your notice, not because we are going to do anything about it. Now, Nigerian Transport Minister, that is the Minister of Transportation, diverted 3 billion railway project from southeast to home state, Gombe, for political gain. This man you are seeing on the screen, the Minister of Transportation, Senator Saidu Ahmed, he diverted project of $3 billion railway project from southeast to his home state, Gombe. And in that Senate, you know, we have somebody like Kanu, Naya Baribe. To mention but few, we have a lot of them there. What are they doing? Nothing. They can't represent you in the Senate. They can't bring development to your area. They can't protect you people. You people are dying anyhow. They can't do anything meaningful to them. You know why I'm saying this? Every now and then, there is nobody that will come out to talk rubbish about my videos and contents. You know why? Because everything I say, or everything I have said here, just give it a few months, it will come to pass. I reported, you know, this issue when they brought the budget. I spent 3 days studying the budget. Now, I said there is nothing like development, you know, budget for the southeast. I was not seeing anything compared to other regions. After 2 days I made the video, this man, what is it called? Is he not Labour Party senator in Anambra State? He came to the Senate floor and made this video. Take a watch.
I was waiting to hear that the president will build the Port Harcourt-Maiduguri railway line, which is the Eastern Rail Line. You will recall that I brought a motion here for the federal government to build the Eastern Rail Line, and that motion was co-sponsored by 35 senators. It was unanimously resolved that the president should build standard gauge rail from Port Harcourt to Maiduguri. All the senators on that corridor co-sponsored that motion. So I was expecting a legacy project, Eastern Rail Line, running from Port Harcourt to Maiduguri. But it does appear that it has been overlooked again. Looking at the budget...
We have not seen the details now. This is
I've seen the provision on land transportation. What we have there is 223 billion. 223 billion. We have looked at it, and it is obvious with the ongoing projects from Kaduna to Kanu, Kanu to Maladi, and other rail lines under construction. That Port Harcourt-Maiduguri rail line can hardly be there. So I want to draw the attention of the Senate to that. Let's hope that it is in the breakdown as you are hoping, but in the event that it is not there, I would like the Senate to intervene.
Yeah, to set the record straight, I will allow you to watch the video to the end, but not now. Later you will watch it at the end of this video. So what is happening? What is happening is that everything I said that time, it is now people are beginning to raise alarm. Okay? It's now, this is the period, everybody's now, hey, this man diverted, the Minister of Transportation diverted the project that was going to the southeast to Gombe to the north. I was laughing. Rotimi Amechi, an Igbo man, when he was Minister of Transportation under Buhari, he said he begged Niger Republic people to construct railway from Katsina to Niger Republic. But when you are talking about economic profit, there is nothing wrong doing a railway from Lagos to Aba for people to help your brothers who are doing business, who are importing all those things. You see, you are a senator, you are a governor, that does not give you pay. That does not give you sense. You are a House of Rep member, that does not give you sense. A lot of people are senseless. Now, in the presence of the whole so-called politician, so-called senators, House of Rep, this Minister of Transportation diverted project coming to the southeast. Not because I did not talk. Okay? Now, only this, what is it called, Labour Party senator of Anambra State, is it not Ume? I'm forgetting his name, sorry. So, it is only him that came after we must have raised that up. He now came to the Senate floor and he started, telling them that it's not fair, there is no project for the Southeast. So how many times are we going to tell you people that Nigeria is not for you? Look at how they are using you people to play games here and there. They're using you people to play games here and there. We want you people, but you fail to realize security you don't have, development you don't have. When it comes to opposition, you don't have. So what is the essence? Why are you people so dumb? I don't understand. Now, let us still understand more details about how this man, took away the development that was coming to Southeast in the presence of so-called politicians. Sahara Reporters published, and I read, Nigeria's transport minister diverted 3 billion railway project from Southeast to home state Gombe for political reason. Source. Okay. Now, this is the details of the article. It says, Nigerian Minister of Transportation, Senator Said Ahmed Al-Carney, has been accused of diverting the China Civil Engineering Construction Corporation from rehabilitating the Eastern Railway narrow gauge track to his home state of Gombe in the Northeastern Railway District. CCECC was awarded the 3.02 billion Eastern Railway contract in 2021, covering the reconstruction and rehabilitation of the railway network from Port Harcourt to Maiduguri, passing through 12 states. The contractor reportedly completed the Port Harcourt to Aba section in November 2024 and handed it over to the Nigerian Railway Corporation (NRC) on November 29, 2024. However, sources claim the minister redirected the project to Gombe to strengthen his governorship ambition for 2027. The minister had initially announced that the next phase of the project will cover Aba Enugu. However, insider alleged that the contractor was instructed to bypass Umuahia, Enugu and Makode and begin work on the Gombe-Bauchi line instead. On November 29, 2024, Senator Al-Carney stated during the official handover of the completed Port Harcourt-Aba section of the Eastern Narrow Gauge Railway project to the Nigerian Railway Corporation that from Aba, we are going to proceed to Enugu and from Port Harcourt to Oneport and Port Harcourt, so Oneport and Port Harcourt, so that we will be able to put freight service. However, sources told Sahara Reporters that shortly after handing over the Port Harcourt segment to the NRC, the minister swiftly redirected the project to his home state for political reasons. He pulled out the contractors and directed them to Gombe, his state, to start working on Gombe-Bauchi line with the aim of boosting his chances of governorship ambition in 2025, said a source. Another insider at the NRC said the information we got contrary to the minister's statement that the next segment is from Aba to Enugu is that the contractors has been directed to jump Umuahia, Enugu Makode and relocate to Gombe to continue the reconstruction of Gombe to Bauchi segment. So the article continues, but let me stop here. What I'm trying to say and establish in this video is that time without number, they have played with people from the old Eastern region, and most of the time including the Middle Belt. So it's a pity that the Southeasterners don't have people who will stand for them and talk. They don't have, it's only sometimes Ugochiri, let me not be biased. Sometimes it's only Ikenga Ugochiri that always come out to voice out to do. It's not fair. And that is why we always know it's going to be like this always. That is why we advocate for this country to separate. There is no going back about it. This country can't work. Anyway, listen to the submission of Senator Ume before.
The budget presented yesterday was a very ambitious budget with very huge financial provisions in the highlighted sectors. I don't want to go into the economics of the budget, but I was wondering how 1,500 naira for $1 will bring down inflation from 34% to 15%. I'll leave that to work out. Let me go straight to where I have concern. Mr. President, my concern is on the infrastructure proposed by Mr. President to be built in 2025. During the budget speech, Mr. President highlighted that Sokoto-Badagry Highway will be built and the Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway will be built. I was waiting to hear that the president will build the Port Harcourt Maiduguri railway line, which is the Eastern Rail Line. You will recall that I brought a motion here for the federal government to build the Eastern Rail Line, and that motion was co-sponsored by 35 senators. It was unanimously resolved that the president should build standard gauge rail from Port Harcourt to Maiduguri. All the senators on that corridor co-sponsored that motion. So I was expecting a legacy project, Eastern Rail Line, running from Port Harcourt to Maiduguri. But it does appear that it has been overlooked again. Looking at the budget,
We have not seen the details now. This is
I've seen the provision on land transportation. What we have there is 223 billion. 223 billion. We have looked at it, and it is obvious with the ongoing projects from Kaduna to Kanu, Kanu to Maladi, and other rail lines under construction. That Port Harcourt Maiduguri rail line can hardly be there. So I want to draw the attention of the Senate to that. Let's hope that it is in the breakdown as you are hoping. But in the event that it is not there, I would like the Senate to intervene, because the government has just announced free train ride starting from 20th December to 6th of January for the holidays. There's no rail line in that corridor. So I pray that the Senate should consider.
Your time is off.
Senate should consider that project to include it in the 2025 appropriation. Thank you, Mr. President.
Senator Hussein Babangida.
I would like to say that the statement of Mr. President in talking about the milestone achieved in implementing a 2024 budget is not really reflected by the facts on the ground, because it talks about the revenues in record numbers. It talks about implementing expenditure up to 85% by the third quarter. But in the oversight functions that we undertook over the last 1 month, almost all the MDS got only about 20% of the capital budget. So it means that all the revenue we have been generating has been expended in recurrent. Therefore, not much development has taken place. Secondly, Mr. President, I think it is good to talk about implementing legacy infrastructure projects. You know, one of my colleagues have mentioned the Badagry Sokoto Highway and the Lagos Calabar Coastal Road. Mr. President, we have roads, highways within the country that are in very bad state. I would expect that we will also focus on rehabilitating existing roads that are in the country. Finally, Mr. President,